So another Torah concept we're going to do, I was going to tie this in a different way, but I think I'm going to do it like this, is that there's this concept of he who exalts himself shall be humbled, and he who humbles himself shall be exalted. And there's some interesting stories about this. They're oral tradition, midrashim, which can be ultra-Orthodox would consider them oral tradition passed down from Sinai. More modern thinkers would consider them rabbinic exegesis, meaning the rabbis added these stories to kind of better understand the Torah. But there's two. One is the cedar of Lebanon. So in the creation myth story, there's a idea that when all the trees were created, the first tree was this cedar of Lebanon. And this cedar was so arrogant and believed it was the greatest thing. Oh, I'm the best tree, and I'm the most awesome tree, and look at me, like, I'm fragrant, I'm beautiful, blah. And so exactly that he who exalts himself shall be abased, shall be humbled, the divine said, from the forest itself will come the handle for the axe. From your very own trunk will come the handle for the axe. And if you recognize that, Modest Yahoo had it actually in one of his songs. From the forest itself comes the handle for the axe. And that's exactly where that comes from. And it's about exalting yourself. And from the cedar would come the handle for the axe to chop it down and bring it back to its humble state. And another one is the sun and the moon. So it says when the two luminaries were first created, they shined equally. The sun and the moon were as brilliant as each other, both of them. And the moon wanted to stand apart. So it was like, hey, divine, like, do we really need two super bright lights in the sky? What? Probably just need one, right? The sun, we don't need the sun to be so bright, and it was kind of like trying to get the sun to be diminished, and instead it was the moon that was diminished. It was like, oh, okay, yeah, you're right. Maybe you're right. Maybe we don't need one to be as bright as the other. And so, how about you diminish yourself? And I think these are really great examples of humility. We live in a time right now where people are so high on themselves. There's a great tradition called Rishon. I'm going to do that one probably next. But in that, it's all about knowing there's this balance between knowing how great you are and how insignificant we are too. And by trying to exalt ourselves, we can be abased. By humbling ourselves, we're exalted. And also to not try to bring other people down. We're all so concerned, the world as a whole seems so concerned with itself, its own success, that it very often seems to forget how important humility is, and remembering that we're all just a part of a bigger puzzle, part of a bigger organism. Really, we're all cells, we're all body parts of this like greater, bigger thing out there. And so I wish everyone the blessing of humility, and knowing both, though, knowing how important you are, but knowing to remain humble in that importance. It's really important, I think, in the world right now as it stands. Ego is kind of running rampant, and we should believe in ourselves. We should feel good about ourselves. We should feel special, but we should also take that feeling with the level of humility. So anyway, let's do this, people. Save the humans.
Trying to be a better man. Oh yeah. Trying to do the best I can. Oh yeah. And I'm gonna do right thing. Do right thing. No matter what they want to say. And I'm gonna still fight for you. Still fight for you.